Mr. John, Mr. Kim, I'm very pleased to tell you that in 2 days my son Jungkook will become the CEO of this company. Mr. John said proudly and placed his hand on Jungkook's shoulder. Mr. Kim, I'm very happy to hear this. Mr. John, I'm very confident that your son is deserving of this position. Mr. Kim smiled and spoke to Mr. John. Mr. John, I will now rest at home and don't need to worry about this company anymore. Jungkook, yes dad. Jungkook's implied reply hits to dad. Mr. John, but what will I do alone at home? I want to spend some time with my grandchildren. Jungkook jokes on air, causing Mr. John and Mr. Kim to laugh. JK, Dad, I'm not even married yet, and you are already talking about grandchildren. Mr. John, yes, my son, I don't want to put pressure on you. Take as much as time as you need. There is no force. Mr. John sighed and softly smiled, but he knew what his son truly wanted. JK, no, Dad, it's not that I don't want to get married yet, it's that I haven't found the right girl yet. Jungkook said nervously. Mr. John, now what about Minsana? Weren't you dating her? Jungkook, actually Dad, that was a lie. We are not dating each other. Jungkook smiled and rubbed his neck in tension. Mr. John, so the day before when I went to that restaurant with my business partner, you were there with that girl and you told me you were dating her. Mr. John wanted to clear everything in front of Mr. Kim. JK, Dad, I lied to you that day, sorry. Actually, Sana is just a friend. Her father, Mr. Min, was planning to arrange her marriage, but went to Japan for 2 days. She asked for my help. Jungkook tells his dad the whole truth. Mr. Kim, so young John, you haven't found a girl you like yet? Jungkook in mind, it's not about liking a lover, but how can I say it? Jungkook, no uncle. Jungkook says to Mr. Kim. Mr. John, meaning Jungkook, if I arrange a marriage with my very close friend, would that be okay? Jungkook, what? Your close friend? Mr. John, no, I meant the daughter of very close friend of mine. JK might hear that, please, in a begging tone. Jungkook, okay dad, as you think best, he says without an expression. Mr. John, that's nice, isn't it, Mr. Kim? Our work is just got easier. JK hears this and feels very happy inside. Jungkook in mind, thanks Dad. Mr. Johnson, then I will talk to Mr. Park now. Jungkook, sorry, frowns. Mr. Jeon, Cook, I really like Mr. Park's daughter, Park Xiao. Mr. Jeon said, and Mr. Kim tried to hide his laughter seeing Jungkook's reaction. Jungkook, Dad nervously laughs. Mr. Jeon, I have heard she had as a crush on you. JK widened his eyes. Jungkook, no, coldly. Jungkook, she is not my type. Jungkook sighs heavily. Suddenly Mr. Kim receives a call and picks it up. On call, Mr. Kim, okay dear, but I'm not free right now. Mr. Kim speaks to his phone to his wife. Mr. Kim, I have to go for an important work with Mr. John. Mr. Kim, I will send someone to pick her up. Hands call. Mr. Kim, actually Wine is coming back to Korea after completing her studies abroad for 3 years. Jungkook shifts his gaze from his phone to Mr. Kim when he mentioned Wine's name. Mr. John nods. That's nice, Mr. Kim. My wife just told me to pick Wine up from the airport, but I have to sign an important deal at Kim's Corporation. Mr. Kim looks confused about what to do, then Jungkook speaks up. Jungkook, Mr. Kim, if it's not problem for you, may I pick up your daughter? I'm actually going to be near the Seoul International Airport. Jackie offers surprise both his dad and Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim, yeah, alright. If you're free, you can pick her up. Smile. Jungkook, okay, I'm leaving now. He turns and starts to step away happily, but Mr. Kim calls out to him. Mr. Kim, young Jeon, do you know how to recognize her? Jungkook, yes. Mr. Kim, I mean, do you know what she looks like? Realization hit JK. Oh sorry, can you send me a photo of your daughter? Mr. Kim, yes of course. Mr. Jeon, so brave son. Whisper to Jungkook while Jungkook slightly blushes. Jungkook, okay I'm going. He leaves. Mr. Jeon, congrats Kim. My Mafia son is in love. Both laugh. At the airport, excuse me, Wine, yes. Are you Kim Wine? Wine, yes. But who are you? Hi, I'm Jeon Jungkook. Your dad sent me. Wine, so you are the driver. JK in mind. What? Me? Mafia Jeon Jungkook? She thinks I'm a driver. Wine, okay, let's go. My luggage is over there. Pick it up. Jungkook turns around, look at the luggage, and raises his eyebrows. Wine, well, you don't really look like a driver. Wine is sitting in the back seat. Wine, I mean, you don't look like drive. Suddenly, Jungkook receives a call. Jungkook, hello dad. Jungkook, yes, she is with me. Wine overhears his conversation. Jungkook, okay. On the call, Wine, yes mom. Wine, what? Wine is so shocked, looks at Jungkook with Meg. Wine glances at Jungkook with a bit of embarrassment. Call ends. Wine, I'm sorry. JK chuckles, it's okay. Wine, what? Who are you? Jungkook, your mom just told you who I am. Wine, don't call me. Jungkook, you have a bit of cute on your face. Wine cheeks start to get hot. Jungkook, wow, you look like a Barbie when you blush. Wine, I hate Barbie. Jungkook, it's not my problem that you naturally look like that. Wine, hey, watch the road. You are driving. Jungkook almost causes an accident. Wine, are you mad? Jungkook slams on the brakes. Jungkook, why do you have to look so good? I can't concentrate on road I'm doing. I mean, Wine, oh my god. Who have they put me with? I feel like I'm getting a fever. Jeon Jungkook. Jungkook, yes, it's a Hogwarts Express because it feels like you and I are headed somewhere magical. Wine, God, you are so annoying. Mister, please just get me home. Jungkook, okay. He suddenly replies coldly, which shocks you because he didn't seem cold before. 20 minutes later. Jungkook, hey sweet chicks, we are here. He whispers slowly. Wine, thanks. Retrieves her belongings. Wine, Jungkook, mom asked you to come inside. Jungkook, did it hurt? Wine, Jungkook, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Smiles right up the whole place. He whispers and you blush hard. Wine, mom just asked you to come inside. Jungkook, I'm sorry, please tell Mrs. Kim that I got an important task. I need to leave. One, oh no problem, come next time. Jungkook comes and smiles eagerly. One, and yeah, thank you so much for picking me up. Jungkook, One, okay, goodbye. Check you goodbye. At dinner time, One said, One, did Jungkook have any trouble finding you? One, I think no, that Mr. Jungkook is very One, even though he is a CEO, he seems to have a lot of free time. Mr. Kim Jungkook once said, actually, besides being a CEO, he is also a mafia leader. You gulp. Once said, yes, and he is always busy. Jungkook is very hardworking. He is also a workaholic, that's why Mr. Jeon. When he said he would come to get you. One, but Dad, how does he know me? Once said, One, but when I saw him, it seemed like he has known me for a year. One watched Mr. Kim laughs. One said, he is actually a very cool type of person and he doesn't talk much with anyone. One in mind, but when I met him, he had completely different personality. One said, One, are you listening to what I'm saying? One, yeah. One, that now that I have finished my studies, can I work on company? One said, yeah. One, I am completely confident that you can manage my company. One, yeah, Dad, but can I work in another company for practice, please? Why shudders because she thinks her dad might not agree, but suddenly Mr. Kim laughs. One said, okay man, if that's what you want, then apply for job interview in some company for a few months. One starts to tear up with happiness. One thanks Dad. One said, One, if you want to work, then apply at Mr. Jeon's company. Let him also see how skilled my daughter is. One spoke. What does that mean? He will be there? Being flirty? Well, why wouldn't he? It's his company, but I'm just going there to work for a few months. There to showcase your skill and prove. One, okay, Dad. Both Mr. and Mrs. Kim nods. Meanwhile, Jungkook spoke. I was scrolling through Wan's photo on my phone. I have been in love with Wan for 3 years. I first saw her, and I fell for her right at that moment. Then I found out that Wan was going abroad for her studies the day after the party. Initially, I was a bit hurt, but later I felt happy knowing that Wan was going abroad to study and choose her career path. But I never wanted to let her get from me, so I always kept an eye on her. I know I shouldn't talk, but I am Mafia, and I would do anything for the safety of my girl. And go and smile. Next day, One, Dad, let's go. One said, yes. One in mind, oh no, why I'm feeling so nervous. I know. One said, One, you don't need to be nervous, and if you want to keep the interview, go ahead. Otherwise, Mr. John wants to see your skill as they are. One, no, Dad, I will keep the job interview. Proudly smiles. In John's office, Mr. John, Kim, your daughter is truly very sweet. You smile, feeling someone continues to stare. Yes, it's none other than Jungkook. Mr. John, one year you can apply for the job. I had mentioned it to your dad. When actually, Mr. John, I would like to give an interview. Mr. John, then you can. Mr. John smiles and turns to Jungkook, who is making. Jungkook, yes, Dad. He said and stood up. Mr. John, why don't you go with Jungkook to his cabin? He will conduct your interviews. He said with a smile, and your whole world crashes. Well, okay, sir. You go and start following Jungkook.